Hellos and welcomes back everyone, AnthWolf here with even more Pillars of Eternity. We are in the Great Hall of Caed Nua, on our way to try and find Maerwald or what's happened to him.
Right.
At the moment it seems to be full of shadows, much like that individual. The brazier's trains are rigid with rust. The grey and brown pelts of mice flit between the boards. So it looks like we're not getting into the Great Hall. We can go upstairs. Doesn't say where upstairs is, and this is not a great map to be honest, but I'd rather do the lower level first. Oh, okay, things are going to go badly. Yep, you're teleporting again. As you do.
On your word.
How may I help?
Slap him, please.
What? Following your lead.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Just like an Adherent to go down.
Great.
Blast! This isn't working.
Can you stop freezing me, please? Thank you. Alof, again, you went down so easily. That's why I hate shadows. We can't really do much about it apart from just suck it up and take it. Oh. As you come to the end of the Great Hall, you perceive an inviting warmth radiating from the Grand Throne, wrought out of the marble. Its modiful artistry out of place amidst the castle's more practical stonework. The veiled face of a woman is carved above the throne's backing, watching over the room with hollow eyes. At your approach you feel a warm fluctuate as though stirring. A voice rings out from the carving, permeating the fortress through stone and air.
Another watcher in Caed Nua, glowing very brightly indeed to these eyes. What strange happenstance.
You know what I am?
One could hardly mistake it. You're burning like a candle. Of course, I also know what to look for. In any case, I assume you're here looking for Maerwald?
Tell me more about this Maerwald.
He was a great man. He came here one day, young with long hair and polished armor, and he banished the dark things that had come to lurk in this place after centuries of neglect. He could see the beauty of this place, the way it had been, so he claimed it for his own when no one else would take it. We worked together to restore it.
I'm sensing a but somewhere in this.
But he began to grow distant some time ago. He never told me why. He retreated deeper and deeper into the keep, never leaving, sending servants for food, hiding himself from my sight. The restoration stopped. Now, to look at the place, you'd never know the progress we've made. In most places it's worse than it ever was. And all I can do is watch it crumble around me.
Are you imprisoned in that throne?
Imprisoned? At times it feels that way, I suppose. But it's more that I reside here. The throne was brought up from the ruins, one of the first things they found. As a last favor to a dying woman, the Earl arranged for me to be moved into it. Audra is an accommodating vessel for a soul.
Oh, so it is true, you can trap a soul inside Adra.
Oh, it's not as confining as it seems. I can feel the whole keep from here, and all things that are tied to it. There's something about this throne and its construction. Or maybe it's something about this place.
Do you have any idea where I can find Maerwald?
I can feel his presence faintly somewhere deeper inside the keep. But he uses his gifts to confound me, and my senses are dulled while he does so. I only wish I could know his mind.
Thank you for the information, and farewell.
Take care in your search. Many dangers lie in wait here.
Okay then. And that door opened. So, yeah, she's mentioned that Maerwald has been here, and this was apparently much better looking than it was. But obviously it's fell back into disrepair. So I wonder what Maerwald found out that's made him more reclusive. I'm on quick save. Thank you.
I shall be quiet as a calm sea, which is not very quiet.
Oh, well, I don't know where this leads, but we could leave this way for some reason. Leads us to the library.
And quiet.
I wonder if we can get their attention and make them come to us. As annoying as it is, because you know what's going to happen again.
I shall.
How many is there? Oh crap.
AnthWolf.
Come on then.
How may I help?
Following your lead.
Almost.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Good.
Right.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Is there anything we can find in the library? This map shows the Drywood old colonial borders. A settlement called New Druid is marked in the place of present-day Defiance Bay. Oh, okay. We've heard New Druid before. Someone's mentioned it. Obviously, it's had a name change since then. So I'm guessing this is the way to the lower keep, so with that in mind, I'm kind of curious about what's upstairs. So let's go that way first. Shh. It feels like cobwebs are the only things holding this rickety old mess together. So we're in the barracks now. Something has made a nest of old straw and mattress ticking. Absolutely nothing at all then. Oh well. So be it.
Let's see what lies this way.
There's my little soldier.
Hi.
Been out playing soldier again, have we? Go wash up and come help me shuck these peas.
Just an elven woman, her stringy hair is tied back as she tugs at a loose thread on her apron. She turns from you long enough to produce a basket that, like her, is shimmering and semi-transparent. And no complaints, you've got to eat your vegetables if you want to grow up strong and be a real soldier one day. Just like we agreed, alright? What are you talking about?
Soldiers are important people. They defend the weak and punish the wicked. You're too young to understand now, but there are lots of wicked people. People like the man who murdered your father.
Remind me of what happened to my father.
Before you were born, the Glanfathans attacked settlers like us. They said we'd knocked over some of their special Adra rocks. That's why they call it the Broken Stone War. They got very angry, and so they came into our villages and killed many people. Your father was one of them.
He was one of the people that the Glenfarthans killed?
That's why you'll be a soldier one day. To protect and to avenge. Why don't you go back out and play? I'll finish up here.
Interesting. I'll just travel down into the keep then. The silver trails of slugs gleam inside the barrels. Lovely.
Margaren's fire casts light in dark places.
Ivory spinner. I'm guessing you're a spider.
Will evade on AnthWolf.
Kind of stuck over here.
Thank you.
Huh?
Let's start using some of our counter powers. We haven't been using them for a little while now. Getting a bit lazy, I suppose.
Huh?
Should focus on...
Doesn't feel right.
Good. Is this like a dungeon again?
And what does the flame reveal?
Looks like it is. More spiders here.
Take him down.
Oh boy. A lot more spiders than I expected, to be honest. Actually, this might work out well.
How may I help?
Lava
Huh?
will be unseek.
Hey.
Huh?
Hey.
Yes?
Oh boy. We got a lot of attention.
But I'm slowly dying of poison.
Yeah, okay.
Huh?
Not too alarming, but I'm slowly dying
Stop complaining about poison.
of poison.
Right. Good. Managed to micromanage the enemies quite
Right.
well. There's a couple more down here.
Will evade on AnthWolf.
Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying of poison. Hey.
Let's go!
Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying of poison. Hey. Hey.
Excellent. Oh, some stairway here.
New orders, Lieutenant. Ready your squad.
We have another spirit here. A spectral man arrayed in armor and an officer's cloak studies a single sheet of paper. You see straight through it to the ducal and Adria insignias on his breastplate. He seems to read over the page several times before looking up at you.
There's been a change of plans. Take your squad and march south all the way to the bow in the river. Bring a wagon team and a dozen barrels of pitch. The instructions come from Admeth Hadred himself, which means they might as well have come from the Duke. We're to burn those hut dwellers out. Set fire to the deerwood so they've nowhere to retreat. Cut them down when they come out, or let them blaze if they won't. It'll make this even shorter than the Broken Stone War, all right. And we can only hope it'll discourage future conflicts. I know this is personal for you. It is for many of us. But understand, we're doing this to end this war, not to continue the last one. Remember that we're flushing out the enemy, not burning villages for sport. Bareth will have his work cut out for him tonight.
So this seems to be set after the Broken Stone War. So is this like 2 cases of what happened to you in this keep? I'm not fully understanding, but that's fine. It's most definitely interesting nonetheless. Let's travel even further. Hello! That's an interesting background image. Inside the keep, I found a spirit entombed within the throne that sits in the Great Hall. She has opened a way down to the depths in the hope I might find Maerwald somewhere below. I guess this is the level he's going to be on then. Just quick save and have a look. Endless Paths of Caed Nua, level 1. Or maybe not. The fact that it's called the Endless Paths makes me
Nice and quiet.
We'll take those farmers by surprise.
Hi. A raider.
Almost time. Di and Heather scouted the village last night. They're rounding up the rest of the party now.
So I'm guessing you're not one of the soldiers we encountered upstairs. What part are you talking about?
Don't worry. Everyone remembers the raid was your idea. The Rio had to go along with it after you'd gotten the rest of the clan riled up. No one wants it said that the Nine Claws were too cowardly to stand with the rest of the tribe when the foreigners desecrated our ruins.
The Rio? You may not like them, but they are still our elders for now. That was clever, drawing the support of the community first. By the time you approached the Rio, they had no choice but to support us. There's no doubt you'll join their ranks one day, so long as no pitch farmer's fork fells you tonight.
The tribes need more leaders like you. Women who value deeds over words.
He reaches towards your cheek but stops midway. his splayed fingers quivering as a tremor of doubt runs through him.
You were right. We were too soft when the foreigners first came, and now they humiliate us. We'll be soft no more, and the invaders will learn to leave us alone once and for all.
So he was a member, as he said, of the Nine Claws. We've heard about them. I'm guessing this raid is when, at this point, the raid's going to fail, and then the foreigners are going to come and burn the keep. That's a guess on my part, but obviously it's putting together what we've heard. Oh! Hi.
No. Keep away from us. Leave us!
Guessing this is Maerwald. A large liver-spotted man, barrel-chested and paunchy, cowers in the far corner of the room. His white hair a tangled, stringy mess. He covers his face and chest with trembling hands, unable to look in your direction.
Maybe we should come back later?
Are you Maerwald? He looks up over his hand, the muscles around his eyes twitching, and begins whispering to himself in sharp hisses, as though having an argument. All at once he stops shaking, a sudden calmness falling over him. His head tilts forward slightly and he looks you dead in the eye. Like a cornered animal about to pounce, his voice turns suddenly raspy.
Maerwald isn't here, and he isn't fooled. He has sent for no collars. Be gone, deceiving spirit.
I am a watcher. I met a woman in Gilded Vale who thought you could help me.
Maerwald will speak with you, but you will maintain your distance, or you'll have me to answer to.
A new strength has entered his voice. Why do I think you're possessed or have multiple personality disorder?
Come to speak to Maerwald. Maerwald whose touch is poison. Maerwald who knows not his effect.
I was told I am a watcher and that you could tell me more about it. And about a tablet of some worth after all, once you two are finished, of course.
A window. Window to the ether, where spirits dwell. Hear and reach into it. Speak and listen through it. A watcher sees souls, reads them, knows their pasts, souls of the living, souls of the dead, an empath, and the souls see them back. Used it to help beings in both realms, did I. What the gods wanted of me, thought I. The gods put me in the world for vengeance, and I obliged.
It was the gods' wishes that we protect those lands. My way was the only way to remove the foreigners.
Little I knew.
I was accosted by spirits on the way here. What do they want?
No. No! Forgive me! Forgive me!
Yeah, my first thought was maybe the right one. You seem to have lost your mind.
Lost? No. Found more of it. Too much. Too much to bear. An awakening.
How could a simple awakening driven you to this? Oh, and because we have a law of two, we can answer, you mean you remember your past lives?
Something reminds. Memories stirred. Memories before birth. Other bodies. Other times. Memory. Personality. Identity. Any might resurface. Or all.
And I seem to be having a conversation with several of them right now.
Ghosts of the mind. Maerwald has lost control. Maerwald's body no more.
The spirits I passed, what are they?
Spirits and not spirits. always whispering to Maerwald, reminding him of his mistakes. No sleep. Watchers see memories before them, form them from the essence of their own souls. Once Maerwald awakened, he could not make them leave, gave them more form, not less.
So these spirits are memories from your previous lives?
Troubled memories, angry memories, pulling Maerwald back, reminding him his mistakes. Marauder and soldier, soldier and marauder, how could they know?
Why do these past lives trouble you? Still trouble you?
My fault. All my fault. Soldier and marauder, soldier and marauder and Maerwald. No forgiveness for what's past. No undoing what's done. No sleep. No sleep for the Watcher. War there was all around. War of stone, war of tree.
He's talking about the two different wars fought back to back long time ago. The Broken Stone War and the War of Black Trees. The usual conflicts between locals and settlers getting out of hand, both of them. Some folks are still mad about what one side did to the other.
Death we brought to the settler men. We, the 9 claws. Claws of 9. Worse what we did to the women. For love of the gods. The gods' love. For their love.
I met one of your memory spirits. There was talk of raiding a village. Maerwald's voice becomes raspy. He is somewhere else in place and time, speaking to someone unseen.
Hold her down. Head her. Give this hattie a bitch an air that belongs in air Glodfath.
Oh dear. His soul is marked by flame, and those marks will never heal. His trial has broken him, but better that than live in weakness. Go on.
The boy. The boy. The baby boy. The boy. Conceived in the raid. Conceived by force. Vessel for marauder. Slain in the raid. Marauder and the boy. Marauder and soldier.
What do you mean it was a vessel for him?
For the soul. Marauder's soul. Same soul. One soul. Boy's soul. Marauder's soul. Raised in lies and vengeance. Raised to soldier. Raised for the fire. Born for the fire.
Then that was his mother I met in the keep. She told him his father was killed by the raiders.
You'll get no pity from me. The crimes of the 9 Claws clan in the last war are still unavenged. But the gods are just. They have led me here. In my father's name, every one of you will burn. Light it.
Burning his own, and why not if they have been wicked and earned their punishment? He is a weak mind and soul. To see him cower before the flame, that should give you a measure of him. Maerwald's shoulders slump. He rocks back and forth, agitated.
Soldier and marauder, lies and vengeance, and dead villages. All dead. All dead. What for? What for?
For whatever the reason, I don't think we're actually meant to know.
How little we know.
I've seen aberrations like these elsewhere since I became a Watcher.
Oh, no, 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 no. You too. You too.
All at once, in spite of his abject misery, his expression changes to one of utmost sympathy. poor man.
They will take you too.
Told you, a watcher's not to be trusted. What's to be expected when one makes a habit of seeing what's not meant to be meant for mortal eyes, if not madness? Looks as though our journey together may be a short one. You saying I'll end up like you?
So fragile the Watcher's mind. So real his memories. Once awakened, how can he sleep?
If I'm awakened to a past life, how would that have happened?
You were reminded of it. Strong memories, lingering lives, they dwell near the surface, waiting to be remembered, waiting to take your mind for their own. Maerwald sat at his hearth and watched his fire, watched the wood burn. Then came the memory of another fire and burning wood and screams.
There must be some way to make these memories go away.
No, always there, always remembered. Can't forget, can't unsee.
I didn't just remember though, someone caused this. They wore masks and spoke of books and keys and a queen. There was a man there, he seemed familiar to me.
Keys of lead, books of burden, queens that were. Known to me are they, the leaden key.
We've heard the name before from Kana. Seems we share an enemy, Balmung. Assassins and Watcher wake us both. They certainly keep busy. What can you tell me about this leaden key?
Secrets, secrets, and deceptions, and schemes. Who knows their answers? Not they. Not they. Crossed them before. Hatred of Watchers, hatred and fear. Much we see. Threat to secrets.
And who is this queen they pray to then?
Woodica, goddess, crown shattered and body burned. Binder of oaths and grudge holder. Bearer of justice, but whose?
And if the leaden key caused my awakening, could they undo it?
Many secrets do they keep. Unawakened? Mayhap. Who else if not they?
Do you know where I might find them?
City of Defiance, never far from the Queen.
So, I need to go so I can search for this man from the leaden key.
Sleep well. Sleep well.
Hold! I know your will die. Your actions were seen. You would sooner betray us to the Adir land thieves than take orders from me.
Oh great, he's had a personality switch. You're confusing me with someone from a past life.
Your betrayal is for nothing. Your warnings are lost on these foreigners, and their blood will be Gallowayne's tribute this night. I have asked the elders for the honor of claiming your head as my first trophy, and they have granted it. Beg for the Seeker God to grant you a quick death.
Great. Ada and Kana actually have questions for you. Do you think we can not fight? I'm guessing the answer is no. Wonderful. Oh well. Can I quick save? I can. Oh well, we will leave this battle till next time. Cliffhanger, yay. But yeah, a lot of our questions were answered there. So apparently the leaden key who are trying to assassinate Kana are also after, well, have awakened Watchers for some reason. Maybe I don't think that leaden key member who we encountered near when they were performing the ritual was meant to do that on purpose, but obviously it has occurred. But yeah, we will talk more in the next video. I'll see you all then. Bye bye now.